Ooh. Hello and welcome to Wednesday Night Onlyfigs. I'm your host, Mr. Modern Toy Fair, and I am joined by the founder of the Neck Illuminati, the procrastinator of pre-orders, the delayer of shipments, my YouTube wife, Mrs. Modern Toy Fair, Jarmar _Games. But that's not all. I am also joined by the man Modern Toy Fair has full custody over. The man Optimus Prime stopped, but he refuses to... Optimus Prime popped, but he refuses to stop. The Twilight Knight, the master of Mac, the three-pump jump of taking the show off the rails, Nate.
Optimus Prime stopped and he just can't pop.
Oh no.
That's sad.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He lost his damn, I forgot. What's the thing in his chest?
Matrix of Power?
His
Matrix of leadership. But
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. He can't. Yeah.
Can't perform anymore.
Sorry. I'm apologizing now. I am very stuffy. It's all getting gross. I've been sick.
Maybe that will be like someone's kink and it'll make us go viral.
Oh. You like to hear me? Like
That seems
I mean, someone probably does.
Somebody probably does.
Jake says, according to the 86 movie, he deaf stopped and can no longer pop.
This is true. This is true.
That is very true.
And yes,
I have the figure of the dead version.
Oh my god, yeah,
I have a dead action figure. Mm-hmm.
And yes, Legion Cage, you were told to come hang out or something because I actually posted on Twitter and Instagram for a change to be like, hey, come hang out with
you don't
us.
do that every week?
I do it like once a month.
What the fuck? What the?
In my defense, usually we're running late, so I forget. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Usually I'm panicking because Nate has to go and get his stuff, and I tell him 2 minutes because I know it's going to take him 6 if I tell him 4. It's a whole thing.
I got to do math.
Yeah, why is he doing math in between episodes? That's what I.
Well, I got to do math because I got to figure out because he told me so many minutes, and I don't have that much. I'm on to you.
I said math. But that also is why you do math.
I thought you were still sticking with the gimmick.
Yeah. I thought you just do meth when you do math. Right? Isn't that what you told us?
That's what I heard.
Oh. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't do math. Yay for Twitch apparently not giving people notifications that we're live, but Twitter did. So I guess maybe I should do that more often because...
Yeah.
Who knew? But that's okay. Depending on how our YouTube poll goes, we may switch to YouTube streaming. We'll find out. If you want to stop us from doing that, go to youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair and take part in our poll and tell us no, stay on Twitch.
Like Jake would not watch us if we were.
Oh no, he wouldn't. We'd essentially lose him for sure.
Yikes! Because that's the guy who's almost always there.
Yeah. Thank you,
He's also
Legion Cage, for posting our link for us.
Yeah.
Let's see. Maybe I'll. Yeah. It seems like too much work to go and retweet that. So.
And now people see why it's so difficult.
When you do it once a month. So
yes, but you guys don't retweet anything, so don't act like this is a once occurrence.
I get it. I don't. I used to. I used to put it out there quite a bit, but I forgot because we're running late.
That is true. I would have retweeted it as well. That's a really good point.
Defense. Every once in a while, if he's really proud of an episode we did, he will share it. I've seen him legit go and share it if he's really proud of an episode. Jamar's just like, fuck it, I don't give a shit about this.
Wait, what does that say about the rest? What does it say about the rest?
We already know he's not a fan of the show. We've already established that.
We've covered this
a year ago.
That's true.
Yes, Jake, you did miss last week though. It was literally just us. I think Chuck and Carl was watching.
Oh yeah,
but he was just lurking. And luckily that was all who was watching because Nate decided to let slip some secrets that we weren't privy to.
What was funny was that Chucky B was watching and he didn't quite catch what was going on. And he thought we were editing out the part where I talked shit about Corey, my former podcast host. And I was like, no, I frequently will shit talk Corey.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows that this exists. No. I don't think he knows how to get to it.
I thought you were going to have him on Toy Therapy or something once.
We were.
Okay.
And we were gonna. He has the third party turtle van, and I was like, we want you
That's
on the
what it
show.
was, yeah.
And then I was like, hey, you got to download Discord, and gone, like done. He could not get past that point. This dude is younger than I am. I at least could download Discord and create an account.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what to say.
I always feel so bad anytime we have a guest on because I like I walk them through the Discord process and I'm like, I really hope they don't think that I'm talking down to them like they're stupid, but I want to make this as easy as possible for anyone who doesn't use Discord.
Right.
So like
Maybe
I send them like I actually
like
photoshopped
or something, or like
I actually photoshopped a like screenshot of Discord like with the buttons highlighted that they need to push on the side so it's easier for them to find things. But I always am like worried that they're gonna take it wrong. Like I'm just like, you seem real stupid, so I need to explain this to you real slow. And I'm like, no, I just want to make it easy for you since if you haven't used it before.
Yeah, I needed it. It was good. We could have sent that to him, but he couldn't even get to the point where he downloaded it. So
fair.
And we did figuratively speaking for 3 years. And I don't think he knew how to get one of those episodes. So
he's like, wait, you guys are recording this?
Yeah. So no problem. Shit talking.
So
I shit talk him so much to his face. So
you trust me. I'm listening to that podcast. It's very evident of that. So fun
Which is
story.
fine. He shit talks me.
Fun story about figuratively speaking. I didn't realize, like, you guys were probably the first podcast I actually listened to because I was just like, why the fuck? I don't listen to radio. Why the fuck would I listen to a podcast? And I didn't realize that like that would be, you could find that like on Spotify or anything. So I would actually go to your guys' website and have it up on my phone, listening to it that way.
Oh my God.
Instead of having like Spotify or something like that. Because I was like, I don't know how to fucking find this shit.
Yeah, look, at least you found it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, realistically,
you couldn't even do that.
But I didn't realize you could get it on Spotify until you guys finally quit.
What's
I figured.
What's our website?
It is youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair.
Okay.
Listen, I don't believe it's in this day and age having a legit website seems pointless unless you have merch to sell.
I don't necessarily disagree. I just think it's funny because you just said I found that show.
I found that show
website
4 years ago.
Right.
On
your All right.
Wait, I know we're supposed to be talking about what we purchased, but you're telling me 4 years ago you didn't know about podcasts?
I didn't listen to podcasts. I knew about podcasts, but I didn't realize you could find them.
I've been listening to podcasts for like 12 years.
Yeah, I didn't because I was like, why the fuck do I want to listen to people talk to each other?
Like I'm talking like 2004, 2003, 2004. I used to take, so there was a show, it's still on, iFanboy. It's a comic book discussion show. The fact that they're still going on, that's been impressive. Like 17 years. I used to legitimately download the episodes in iTunes. I at least knew how to do that. And I would fucking burn them on a CD and take them in my car.
I thought you were going to say put on your iPod.
I didn't have one then. They were still like, they were still new. Like I didn't have one yet. So yeah,
burned them
but I would burn them onto a CD. So I would just get a whole spindle. This is good for the environment. I would burn them, listen to the episode, and not out the window, but in the trash. Yeah.
Oh
out
my
the
God.
window,
yes, Jake. What kind of degenerates would listen to people talk on the internet?
It's true.
But no, so I think the problem was there was never a situation where there was something I wanted to listen to people talk about, because at that point I wasn't into video games as I used to be, to the point where I'd be like, yeah, I want to listen to people talk about video games, and there didn't seem to be like a lot of toy podcasts and stuff, like a lot of the YouTubers and stuff. I hadn't discovered a lot of them yet. I just happened to always see you post your guys' like Facebook posts and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I will listen to this. And then I just thought it was hilarious listening to the two of you argue. And I'm like, man, looking back at that now, I feel some very strange parallels to your current situation.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to argue about toys, especially when most people are wrong.
In your defense, there you have several occasions on that podcast the things that came through. So
yeah, it's funny because we still like So we did the show for 3 years. The funny thing about that, not that this is a history about that show that no longer exists, but Corey and I had never met before the first episode. So we met on episode 1. Yeah, we used to actually get together and record the show in room together because it was pretty fun to do it that way. This was way pre Panazoic Ooze, and but we haven't done it now for what 3 years and now at this cell for at least 2.5.
Yeah.
Since before.
Because you guys started before the pandemic, or stopped before the pandemic, and then it just never really got back.
That didn't help.
Yeah.
Right. So we still to this day have a group chat of just me and him and Ryan, and we do the same. We'll like we're constantly sending pictures when stuff comes out, and we still argue. Like he even like we argued this morning about the Star Wars bunker. Like I'm getting ready for work, and we're just bitching, and I convinced him. Like by the end of the conversation, he was all in and buying one. I'm just gonna say that. So
he lawyered the fuck out of it.
Yeah,
I think it's funny though, like the fact that when me and Jarmar argue in our group chat, he just starts sending us dick pics to get us to shut up. But when he's arguing with someone, it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, I just send dicks then too. It's just because it's fun.
Jake, yes, FBFC did technically happen twice, and it got murdered twice. So, but who knows? Maybe one day we'll adopt it and turn it into something on here for a show to do once in a blue moon. We'll see.
Oh, that seems, I don't know, legally you can.
I'm pretty sure that the.
Oh, you mean like do like a toy fan?
Thing?
So we used to do a podcast called Fanboy Fight Club.
Right.
And at first it was just us arguing endlessly, and it was probably just like diarrhea for your ears. And then I came up with a format to turn it into. I turned it into a format where it was more of like a game show, where like each person had to come up with like argument. You had an X amount of time, and then there was a point system.
Revisionist history here.
No, it was my idea.
Didn't come up with
it was my idea.
So nothing at all like Screen Junkies movie fights.
It was 100%. Right? It was 100% that. I ripped that off. Yeah. But like I'm the one who brought the idea to us. I did too. And when they stopped doing it, I'm like, I fucking want to do that, and that's what we revived Fanboy Fight Club for that. And essentially, both times, certain parties didn't enjoy it and quit doing it, and then it died. And this time it stayed dead because Jake kept trying to resurrect it and make it a thing, and we went full Mean Girls on him and said, quit trying to make Fight Club a thing. But we might be able to like do some revisions to it and make it more toy related.
That would be fun. And you know what? I'm going to stop saying stuff live on the internet, and I'm going to talk to you about it afterwards.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, because then people can't steal it.
Right.
Good idea.
Right. Yeah.
Just you might want to write it down so you make sure to remember.
Yeah. Here's the crazy thing, guys. I'm changing things up a little bit. What? You didn't know I had that kind of power? But yeah, I do. Because I register and trademark the numbers game. And so I can change the rules at any point that I want to.
It's not numbers anymore. It's guess letters.
Oh my god, yes!
No.
Guess Roman numerals.
I am going to make this a little more fun, though, and I'm going to try to keep it toy-related, but we'll see what happens. The first one is definitely going to be toy-related. It is still going to be a number in this case, but I'm going to ask you guys a toy-related trivia question. In this case, the answer is going to be a number.
Oh my god, you're going to ask us what number each of your vintage collection figures are?
No. In this particular case, it's going to be a trivia question that has a number for an answer. You guys could Google it, but what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
And whichever one of you gets closer, because I guarantee neither of you know the answer.
Okay. We're still writing down our answers, right?
Yes.
Good, because I finally figured out how to flip my fucking screen. So if I don't get to write at least in the correct direction for once, I'm going to be real mad.
No, because I definitely want you guys to have those like already shown. So yes. So the question is, in the original Kenner Star Wars collection, so Star Wars, Empire, Return of the Jedi, how many single-carded figures were released?
When you said original, I was out.
You're talking like...
I know.
Then you said Kenner.
You're talking about like 70s, 80s, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Individual figures.
How many?
I have a real rough guess, but we are going to hope that I'm at least close. At least closer than Jarmar.
I'm just throwing this out here. I just started writing numbers, and I was like, all right, well, that looks like one that I'll just stick with. I hope you can read this because my markers are on the other side of the
I really hope Jake didn't just
room.
Google it, because if he did, I'm way off. All right.
Oh, yeah. I'm probably even further off than you are.
Everyone ready?
I'm actually not ready. Give me 1 second.
Do you not know the answer to your own question?
No, I know the answer. I just want to get a visual representation.
Okay.
I got it.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
I put 280. Jesus Christ.
Well, at least I
don't know.
Closer.
I put 280. I think you got like a lot of them down there. I don't know.
Oh my! So Jake put 90. So Jake was close.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Absolutely.
96.
Yeah, 96. And that's including up through 1985, the original Power of the Force collection. That does not include any cartoon Ewoks or cartoon droids. It's just original movie.
Oh well, I was basing it off of that. That's why I put 280.
It would have been like 114.
Yeah. I just like that Jarmar went so wildly out there that I still won.
So you said 31?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really low. I'm shocked.
Well, I was thinking back then, like that was really before the like boom of the toy industry with like Ninja Turtles and He-Man. So I was thinking like, 10 per movie. Like that makes
That's fair.
Oh, you hurt me a little bit because that is the boom of the toy industry. Kenner Star Wars is what started everything that came afterwards. So
yeah, but I was thinking
figures,
like that's what I was thinking is that was like the start, so it was gonna be smaller than like when He-Man and Turtles came out and it really kind of exploded and you had.
Well, it did really explode. Yes, it did because you probably have a couple hundred Ninja Turtles. I mean, you definitely have. I believe GI Joe is well over 300. I don't know the actual number offhand.
That sounds so small.
Yeah, 96.
Seems like it's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, I mean like when you just said like
He-Man. It might be 500 in GI Joe. I can't remember now. It might be 500. It's a lot. It's a lot. That'll be a future question. But
I'm gonna write that down now.
So I have 3 things. Yes. The first one, since we just spent a good 40 minutes talking about pre-orders on this week's episode of the podcast, check that out Friday, youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair. My kayfabe account did get charged and finally shipped my Marvel Legends Retro Card Scorpion. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out my review of the figure and the Let's Play video.
Review.
You guys weren't there. Listen, if you guys aren't going to be a part of my bit with the sex toy, then you don't get to be.
Oh, I'm totally down for it. Do you know how much some things cost?
I know that's one reason. That was what I was telling my buddy Maddie is why I don't want to do it. I'm like, I feel like the biggest part is that I don't know if the bit will be lucrative enough to justify the cost.
You wouldn't just use the one that you already have.
No, because that one's like normal
That's
looking.
Fair.
It's got to be eccentric, you know. The other 2 things I got, this one, Nate informed me was hitting Walmart's, and then I found it myself, and then I felt bad because he also found it, but I may still buy it because I really want to have 2 hammers for him, and that is Sludge from the Fortnite Victory Royale series. So cool. He is the red version of Ripley, which if you've been watching for a while, I got that one a while ago.
I mean, you do what you want, but I would not pay me $25 just for you to get a hammer. Like, I can take it back. It's not a problem. Like, wait for a clearance to get a second hammer.
Well, see what happened last time, my Amazon one came damaged, and they just were like, fucking keep it. Here's another one.
Yeah.
So, like, that's why I was like, oh, and then I was like, the 2 hammers is really fucking dope. So I was like, even at the store, I was like, oh, I kind of want 2. And I'm like, no, I'll wait. Because they've got like 8 of them. And then you're like, I got one. I'm like, is this another situation like the third beast where I'm just going to let fucking fate like shove it in my ass?
Yeah.
Is that what we're doing
all right,
here?
do what you want.
We'll see. Realistically, I should just have you return it, but we'll see.
How often do you catch them on clearance? I do feel like there's always. That's the weird thing, right?
Yeah, they're almost always.
I feel like
at least not the Hasbro ones. Yeah.
It's the Jasper ones are always on clearance, but the Hasbro ones I've never seen on clearance. Like even when Nate found the shark, I never found that on clearance.
So I did find that.
2 people making it.
One shark.
Yes. So the last thing I have, Mafex is still trying to pump out a bunch of figures before the end of the year, and they managed to get us the Hush Harley Quinn.
Oh.
So I
Wow,
picked her up.
it's funny that you have a Harley Quinn that I don't. I'm actually kind of separating from that collection slowly over time.
It's been a
Yeah,
while.
I'm just keeping a few things here and there, but I'm kind of actually slowly getting rid of it. So I don't even know if I'll get that one. Probably not, but I've heard amazing
It's
things.
really fucking good. Make
Yeah.
sure if you want to see a closer look at that, this upcoming Monday, I'll have the review of it, and then I'll do a Let's Pose of it on Tuesday. But yeah, so I honestly was on the fence about her. Didn't have her pre-ordered. I actually pre-ordered her about a month ago. Solely because I was like thinking about like, you know what, I'm gonna be real salty when I don't get her, and then I'm gonna want her to go with Joker, and she's sold out everywhere, and she's like $400, and Ami still had it up, so I was like, fuck it, I'll pre-order it. It's whatever. And then a month later, it showed up, so I was like, wow, that's the fucking fastest pre-order conversion I've ever had.
It's practically in stock.
Nice.
Yeah, they already knew they were getting it by the time I put my pre-order in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. I do have a couple things on the way, so at least I'll have something for next week. But yeah,
Sounds cool. All right. Well, I am venturing in with something you guys haven't seen from a while, partly because I haven't been able to
Sex
find
toys?
it anywhere. Well, I just sent you the photo of that. No, anyways, I checked out. What? I didn't even hear what you said, and I'm just like, I don't know what. No. So it's a figure in the line that I've been like proactively trying to collect all of them except for a couple. You see the buns? You see the buns right there?
no,
It's Lifeline.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm the Jump Master, and that's not racist because that's how she sounds. She says, Mozambique, yeah. So she comes with a little turtle revive drone thing. The thing that with this is one, again, it's a lot like some of the other figures that it doesn't really look like her. It looks like someone who kind of looks like her. I don't know if that could focus, But
Yeah,
what
like her stunt
do
double.
you expect from this line? Although the detailing and all like the shit that she has on her pants is really, really cool. Yeah,
I
I'm just
don't
curious.
ever see these, so it's always cool when you pick them up because I don't see them.
Well, funny story about this. I only ever saw them at Target. That's normally where I bought all of them. Actually, I'm lying. I think one or
GameStop.
two I ended up getting at GameStop, right? Which makes sense. That's a perfect place for them to be.
Mhm.
So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I know it's got to be somewhere. I searched GameStop for it, and it popped up. There was one in Alliance that had two, or at least just had like in stock. So I was like, oh, cool. And then it was even on sale. Normally they're $19.99, and it was like $15.99. So
Nice.
That's not bad.
yes. So we go out there. They don't open till 12, which is fucking weird for a store to open at 12 o'clock.
Dude, yeah, ever since like the pandemic, they were like, oh wow,
Yeah.
we just realized how little money we make for the first 2 hours, so let's just never open at fucking 10 again.
Yeah, a lot of
it's
stores,
just weird.
Like I can't believe Best Buy only closes at 8, or it's only open till 8
Mhm.
still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
As like an astute adult, I like to get things done in the morning. So like I go grocery shopping, hit up Lowe's and some other stuff. And I'm like, dude, they're not open yet. So I had to sit in the parking lot for a few minutes. But anyways,
Yeah,
they opened up.
happened to me a few
I
times
go
too.
inside. I can't find it anywhere. So I'm like, all right, it's on clearance. So I looked through all the clearance stuff, couldn't find it. I found like an Octane with like the weird skin that I don't like. And I'm like, dude, I can't find it. So I was almost about to ask the guy, but then I went over by like the new stuff and it was there. So it wasn't marked down. I was like, fuck, now I got to do the whole price checking thing or price fetching thing.
You didn't
Kristen's
bring your
in the
wife
car.
with you?
No, she was in the car because we had like Desi. So I was like, fuck, I got to do this myself. So I pull up the website, or I had it open already. And the guy came over and said, hey, is there anything I help you out with? I was like, yeah. Is all the clearance stuff just marked already, or is it like will it come off at the register? And he was like, yeah, it's pretty much marked. And I was like, oh, I saw this online. It was discounted. He goes, really? He said, we don't really see the newer Apex stuff go on discount. I'm like, yeah. And I go to open load the website, and it's
refreshes.
loading. No, it pops up. Fucking says $5.99. They lowered the price down to $5.99.
Oh
So
my God.
literally, I showed Kristen in the car. It was at $16.99 or $15.99 when we were on our way. And when I opened it in store, it was $5.99. I looked down, I was like, yeah, that's how much it is. And he was like, yeah, I could definitely price match that, man. And I was like, holy shit. So I got it for
Damn.
$6, which I will excuse all the quality of this
Yes, if
figure or
that
the
line
lack
was
thereof
$6, I'd buy all
for
of them.
$6.
Yeah, I'd
I
fucking
almost
buy
bought the other
every...
one, but I'm like, I don't really need an extra Mozambique. But yeah, so that was surprising. But I guess apparently that day, that was yesterday actually, all of the like clearance GameStop stuff was like 50% off on top of the 20% off of the clearance stuff already.
Mhm.
So I also ordered the DX version of the Black Panther Nindoroid from Infinity War.
Okay.
$30. Insane.
Nice.
It's a fucking $80 Nindoroid. So I was like, "Ooh, I'm super excited for that." But yeah. That's what I have. I do have one other thing that's like on the way, and I'm like petrified now because I don't like shipping, and so I ordered the spring turtle from Fairy Toys from 5K, and boy, it been a roller coaster. I am not the type of person that ordered something and just ignore it. They sent me the shipping label on the 30th. It is now the 7th, and today was the first day that it had any traction. That's the first day it was just sitting there.
Yeah, but think about it, 2 of those days were weekend days, so realistically only 5 days.
Why would you have a label for it then? Just don't tell me that it even exists.
Trust me, you're preaching the choir here. I agree, but that shit happens to me all the time. And a lot of times it'll even be like,
I hate it.
It won't even be on their end. They will have like given it to like FedEx or something, and FedEx just didn't scan it. Like Scorpion literally had 0 scans through USPS until like after 4 days. I finally like emailed them like, hey, you guys charged me for this. I know that like you guys usually just get like a small batch in. I just want to make sure it is coming because it's been 4 days and there haven't been any updates. The next morning they respond and it's like out for delivery.
I just can't handle. Yeah. I can't handle the stress.
Oh,
I can't handle the stress.
100%
it's
agree.
Insane.
But I'm just saying
the worst,
that, like,
the thing that's
been like 2 weeks
worse is that I've emailed them like multiple times, and like it was a weird thing. I pre-ordered it from one account, and then when I went to order it, I used the new like my actual account, and like they were like, "Oh, we'll get it taken care of." They charged me. I haven't heard anything, and then I get the label on the 30th. I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank God." And then it hasn't done anything for like a week, and I'm like, "Wait, what's happening?" But then on Instagram, they did post like with all the boxes. They're like, "We're trying to get everything out right now," and I'm like, "Okay." I feel a little bit better about this, but I'm terrified. But I also had a Aloy from Good Smile, the Nindoroid. That pre-order came through charge. So I'm curious now which one's gonna get here first. Because Good Smile normally is pretty quick, but they have a warning on their website that says if you didn't order it by like December 7th or something, that it won't come before the 25th. So now it makes me wonder, like,
well, that's probably them just saying because a lot like this time of year, usually the shipping process is worse. So they're probably like, hey, we can't promise you it's gonna get there by Christmas, so don't like come bitching at us if the post office doesn't get there in time.
I'm just, I can't handle ordering shit. That's why I like to support local, man, I can't handle the stress.
But the funny thing is, what was I gonna say now? There was it seems like a lot of these companies are trying to like get that last bit out here before the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just waiting for it because it's already released in like stores in Japan, but the classic colors Mafex Spider-Man is probably gonna release this month. So I'm just like, all right, I've got the $100 set aside. Like, come on, Ami, come on. I'm just like stand there.
You'll
like
get
the
it
Joker,
in
like
January.
hit me. Well, last year they had the Wolverine, the brown suit Wolverine. He arrived the day we did our Festivus top 10 special. So like there's soap.
I remember that. But yeah, that's all I have. Just let you know. Just keep me in your thoughts and prayers because I'm stressing out about this damn thing. And I swear to God, if it shows up broken, I'm gonna be so
Oh my God.
It looks so awesome though, so I can't wait to see it. But yeah, that's all.
Awesome. Cool. So I got a couple of things to show off this week. First up, I'll go in the order that I got them for the most part, and then I'll change it up a little bit. But I I got to see my boy Chucky B this weekend, and he had picked up or ordered the Tiger Force Python Patrol target figures for me, and the last one came in from Pulse,
Ooh.
which is the
Ooh,
Python
that's
Patrol
cool.
Viper. Yep. So he looks awesome. Got his little side piece there. Backpack. Goggles.
Okay.
I feel like that should just be like Cobra's colors, because that's sexy. That like gray,
Yeah.
yellow, and red.
Yeah, that Python Patrol color. So yeah, looking good. And then I got my first Christmas present of the year. I don't get a lot of Christmas presents anymore because I'm old. But a good friend of mine, Chrissy C, he got me what I think is one of the coolest things I've gotten because it's hard to get. And that is the Vintage Collection Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi VC-16. So he will be joining the wall
V6
here. Yeah.
So question.
Yes.
Did you like already have a space for that?
Yes.
Like, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I was gonna say that would suck.
Nope. Yep. I do have substitutes in the cases of ones that I still miss. I'm still missing, so I'll be able to swap them out. So yeah. Then later on that day, we made a trip to Target, and I bought something that I'm going to show last. But then afterwards, we went to a comic book show, and it was not very good, but it was a comic book show. We expect. What are you doing there?
Sorry, I'm telling Jake to do his modly duties.
I thought you were cleaning the keyboard.
No, yeah. I'm typing him because I don't want to interrupt you guys. So.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought you were paying too much attention to me.
But that's all right. That's fine.
That's yeah, there was a bot in the chat, so I was trying to get Jake's attention. Be like, hey, I made you a mod for a reason.
The irony is, though, like I got something here that is really noisy. Or that I was being noisy with a little bit ago when I opened.
Oh, that was finally.
Yeah, we went to the exchange, and this item was already like, I want to say like $15-20 cheaper than most retail locations. And I brought in some Blu-rays that I got that I upgraded to 4K because Blu-rays, they're adequate,
physical media.
But yeah, I love physical media. 4K is where it's at. DVDs are gross.
Yeah,
Blu-rays are adequate.
I hear VHSs are making a comeback though.
Yeah, that can suck my dick. Anyway, so I was able to get this for basically like $40, and that is the new NECA RoboCop,
okay.
Like in the chair with his mask off. Like you can do him a number of ways. He's battle damaged. He's got an alternate head, so you can so you can do that. You can have him shooting his cool gun with his flame effect there.
Ooh, that's cool.
Which looks really cool. But yeah, the whole point I think is obviously to have him sit in the chair.
Yeah.
For your action figure. And so I swapped out with the Peter Weller head. He just fell.
God.
Jesus.
Oh no. Wow, so much damage happened. Like not permanent damage, but like
knocking over other stuff.
Oh yeah,
knocking over other
I was
stuff.
like, oh god, your neck is pretty fragile at times, so hopefully.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm gonna set him back up.
Just holding,
Yeah.
Should have
like a rubber band or something. Or maybe like a peg that sticks in his back from the chair.
Oh, I wanted to show you guys my mod, but
sits there. But I was holding him around. So today I got something in the mail from Amazon. I'm going to open it up, and that is the Amazon exclusive Obi-Wan Kenobi Vintage Collection action figure 3-pack. So let's take a look at these. They come in this nice little box.
Is that the Jawa that hooks up with the lady in the Mandalorian?
No.
Oh.
This is Tika. This is the junk dealer.
The one who steals from Obi-Wan and then sells it to him. That's right.
Yep. So, let's see here. Ooh, yeah, they're unpunched too, which is nice. So we've got Ben Kenobi.
Oh man, I love that costume they did for him too.
So VC-257.
I'm gonna write that down so I remember.
Right, that's gonna be a future fucking question for the new numbers game.
What number is Ben Kenobi?
So then we got Purge Trooper Phase 2 armor, 259.
I dig it. I like his little man skirt.
Black. Love the black and red.
Yep. Yeah, those are cool looking people. And then finally we have Tika here.
Dog named
I thought you were
Tika.
gonna lick it. I was like, what?
Mm.
Gonna have to.
So then we've got Tika. I like that card back. And he is 258. VC 258.
So you're gonna keep the outer shell, or are you just gonna pitch it?
I generally don't. Like, if I get a second set, I might, which I probably will get a second set. In fact, I'm 100% getting a second set to open, and because I do love that Obi-Wan, and I got up and left because I have to get my other item.
Okay,
And
I was wondering, like, you just went off screen. Cool, bye.
So
thought we had to blow your nose again or something.
No, I got a big item.
Ooh, I mean, good for
so
you.
We stopped at Target.
Don't need to brag, but
yeah.
Hey, look,
also don't have to show it all.
I don't mean to brag. I don't mean to boast, but I'm intercontinental when I eat French toast. So stopped at Target. They had.
Oh my.
Oh man.
So
you were kidding when you said it was big.
Yes.
It's
so here's my head. So this is the.
There's the thumbnail for this one.
But I did open this, so I want to show it off. So this thing was retail $100, and I had a 25 off $100, so it made it 75.
Okay.
So, I just think it's ironic because recently this week, Hasbro showed off a new vintage collection item, and I use new very loosely. It's an ATST that's been in release several times throughout the years. It's an old mold with a Chewbacca with an old mold, and it's $90.
Whew.
Yeah, and so this.
Jesus.
That's significantly bigger than a vintage collection ATST.
Yeah. So when it lights up.
Oh,
there's
fuck.
Phrases.
I'm assuming that
Sounds.
Drops down in the front.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Aren't you gonna work? Oh wait, it's this that does it. I'm sorry. So, yeah.
How many buttons does it have? Jesus.
A lot. So you got your power sword, and you thrust it into the thing here, and you.
Oh, that's cool. That's fucking cool. And it's like slow drops too.
I'm still trying to get over the fact you have to put your sword in the hole to get the gate to open.
Yep.
Well, you don't fuck your house to get in?
No, generally not.
Oh.
Yeah, you do. You stick a key in it.
No, it's a garage door opener.
So you just got to press the right button.
Exactly. There you go.
So then the sides come down, and like this comes up with like a computer screen, and it slides out. You can do it on the other side too. So it's real big.
I feel like this is really difficult for you. I appreciate
trying to hold it. It's like when your server comes out and they have way too many things, and like it's the metal skillets with the fajitas and shit, and he's like trying to balance it. Yeah.
So like this is really heavy. It's got lights and sounds. I am like super pumped with it. Like I think it's totally worth what I paid.
But would you have paid 100?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have. Now, I didn't have to, which makes it even better. But, I understand Hasbro has some licensing things that they got to pay. But when something like that can come out for $100 and, your car costs $350, I'm just saying. I didn't mean that as an attack.
It felt a little attackish.
But still, like, you see what I'm saying, though? Like,
it has modded floor mats.
I just want to say that, like, that is for a kid's toy line.
Sure, no, 100%, 100%.
It was $100,
but it was big, and chunky and has tons of play value and lights and sounds. And honestly, Jarmar, you should look for these eventually when they go on clearance and get it for your son. Doesn't matter, he doesn't know about Masters. Just
it would just be fun, loud, and
a fun castle. Yeah.
Maybe not put the batteries in is what I'm hearing.
Well, whatever.
The lights are what gets them. That's what it is.
So snip the sound box wires.
Listen, I have like 13 different Thomas the Train toys that talk all at the same time.
Oh, God.
Because they communicate to each other.
Oh, no.
So I think I've learned to just tune out,
That's impressive.
So, yeah, this thing, I'm going to fold it back up a little bit.
That explains why earlier when he was trying to unbox that other thing, you were just able to tune it out, and you're like, I can hear you. I'm like, I can't hear anything.
That's so dope. Are you gonna like put that on display with like the figures or?
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously he's not buying it to
I'm
play.
laughing at Jake because he said, "Okay, so who on the podcast is Diesel and who is Percy?"
Oh, that's a Bullet Train reference.
Yep.
I haven't watched that yet.
Oh my God, you need to. It's incredible. Easily my movie of the year.
Yeah. I guess
and these
yeah,
easily. I think it's tied. But ooh, that's cool.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Who
rides that is what I'm kind of curious. Like,
one of Skeletor's people, probably Mermaid Man or Beast Man.
Well, that's not Skeletor's castle.
That's all I'm about to say. I knew it. Why wasn't that one of the questions? I was about to say that's the gray skull tone.
It looked very evil in my.
And Power Sword goes into the hole.
That's fair. That should have been the.
You gotta plunge your Power Sword.
I guess it would be kind of rude for He-Man to go fuck Skeletor's house to get the door to open.
Well,
Skeletor would totally fuck He-Man's house, though.
Oh yeah, he'd just fucking shove that big old staff right in there.
Yeah, he'd probably have a dude that does it for him. It's House Fucker Or.
Oh, House Fucker Or. It probably looks like a car, and you're like,
or a
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like a bee car.
Yeah, like you're like, wait, why is that? Technically, cars do fuck houses though.
And if for some
reason you have a garage,
they do
confused.
They do penetrate them.
Yeah, they do.
If for some reason you're very confused by this conversation, check out our podcast a few weeks ago where Nate had us try to guess Masters of the Universe figures that we've never seen before, which is most of them. And boy, oh boy, you'll be surprised by the winner.
I don't think you will.
I mean, a couple in, you'll figure it out real quick.
Yeah. He doesn't really recover after the initial.
Even when we tried to just give the answers to you, you still somehow fucking fumbled it.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is they didn't do a good job of naming things.
The best was when like you would get real literal with like some of them, and then when that specific one suddenly wasn't a literal name, you give up on the literal names on the ones that were super literal.
When you're hurt so many times, you just don't trust anyone. So I didn't trust it, and that's the problem. Real quick, I just wanted to show this off again because this thing here, her little drone, I had to use like a little twist tie, if you can see all the little cables and shit there, just to keep it at her waist. Because this has so little articulation that normally she kind of like sort of lounges, like sort of like this.
She's leaning on it,
but she has no like ab.
What?
Front.
She doesn't even have like a pivot, nothing.
It's just swivel. That's all it is.
Fucking terrible. No wonder it was $6.
So it's because they like do too much detailing. Well, I mean, it's not too much. You should have all the details, but like they just don't have any articulation there. So I was like, you know what? I'll just fucking hook that thing up like that, and now she can rest her arm. Because in the game, she normally like rests on top of it. Yeah, because it's like floating, and it puts these little things out, and it attaches to you, and it heals up your friends.
Yes,
when used properly. It's like I can heal you.
Shots fired. I'm not gonna lie though. I that is a prime reason why I'm just waiting for the Nintendo versions, because I'm like, the fact that thing is $20 and doesn't have a fucking articulation at the the waist.
Oh yeah,
I'm like, no,
for sure.
that's
If I wasn't
unacceptable in
already like,
2022.
if I wasn't like 12 in or 9, I
I'd say
would
12 if
probably
you'd have
just
almost
do,
everyone.
yeah, I would do the thin Nendoroid line, but I can't justify it now that I've already spent like.
I say you're already balls deep, so yeah, you're fucked.
130. Yeah, but if I can keep getting them cheap at GameStop, I'm down.
Yeah, dude, that $5 one, that was fucking crazy.
So if you check your local GameStop, see if there's any random shit that you want to get.
Yeah, just start looking up and hope that the price dropped since you walked in the door.
Yeah, that's true too.
I'm sorry, Nate. Did you have any other purchases? Because we kind of just took over your
No.
turn.
No. That was my last one. Yeah.
Yeah, I
thought that was his last one, but I
last.
didn't want to assume that. And then
also, the $25 off, was that just like $25 off one toy, or did you have
$25 off 100? So it was actually $99.99. I had to buy a Hot Wheels.
So that was like a Target. Was that like a circle card thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's what I was trying to like figure out.
I'm avoiding Target because I have a bad feeling if I go in and they have the credit collection Ahsoka, I'm gonna be like, oh, look at the pretty colors and buy it, and I really don't want it.
Oh, they all the local ones have it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so pretty that I'm like, I know I'm gonna get suckered in, but I have no use for it or no reason to buy it.
None.
What is that?
Don't do it.
Yeah, like I'm actively like I not actively. I probably gonna get rid of my Mandalorian one because I realized like I'm not gonna do a carded Star Wars collection, especially when it was such a pain in the ass to do the Clone Wars ones, and then they fucking put them on a shipper 6 months later, the whole thing.
Right.
But so I was like, I don't need this, but it's like I'm gonna wait for season 3 to come out. Maybe it'll actually go up in price because right now it's less than what I paid. It's less than retail at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But
isn't she getting her own show?
She is, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. That was all I had.
Okay, I wasn't sure, like
because you said you were waiting until season 3, and I was
waiting for season 3 to sell my Mandalorian credit collection.
Oh,
because then it might go up in price because then they will become popular again. Because when I bought it, I traded some stuff in at a shop in Phoenix, and I bought it and it was like $35. And now it's like worth like 20. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sell it right now because even though I didn't pay for it, it's still not quite worth it to sell it for a $15 loss.
Word.
Well, unless anyone has anything else, we're gonna.
No, you made it seem like that was it. So
well, because I was expecting the conversation to still ensue, but I think Nate's a little tired with his sickness, and you aren't interesting enough to keep this going. So I guess we're.
You want me to show you this again?
Yes. Why'd you show us your ass this time?
Well, because I just picked it up off my desk and it was like.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can
show. Real quick, Jarmar.
Oh.
Do you remember him?
No, because we were off. It was something dragon, right?
Yeah.
But I thought we guessed no. Michael said white dragon, or
it was Dragon Claw or something like that.
Something like that.
And I said
that's not his name.
Dragon Striker or something.
No.
Was it Crimson? I don't fucking remember, man.
It was Slamurai.
Slamurai. Wow.
Oh, that's right.
And he gave it to me because I said dragon. He had dragon in his chest.
Yeah, you said something. Snow. You said snow dragon. So you got it because it was an S.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, you were so mad about that, even though you were even further off than I was. So it's like it mattered.
Why is Slamurai? It's a white ninja. It could have been.
Who knows, man?
Arctic Ninja.
Yep.
Done.
That made more sense.
Or just White Ninja.
Well, White Ninja would kind of get a little bit in trouble.
I mean, this is in the 80s. They didn't give a fuck.
They did push the line quite.
Yeah.
The thing, Jarmar, I didn't disagree with you on any of the things you were saying. It's just you were wrong.
I'm fully aware. I just wanted to be on the record that I probably could have done a better job at Masters of the Universe naming conventions. That's all I'm saying.
For sure.
But it worked. It worked. You know what I mean? It
40
was
years on,
recognizable.
they're still doing this shit. So
that's true.
And we're still talking about it. But on that note,
That seemed very aggressive. I don't know. In the show.
make sure if you enjoyed this stream to follow us here on Twitch. If you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe. It gets you a bunch of fun Twitter-related content on your feed. You've got the reviews on Mondays, Let's Pose on Tuesdays, the replay of the stream that you're watching right now, and the podcast on Fridays. If you are also interested, go check out our poll on our community page on youtube.com/Modern Toy Fair, where we are currently taking a poll to see if people would actually watch us if we started streaming on YouTube, either in addition to or instead of Twitch. So go and vote if you want us to stay or go, or you don't care. I don't know. Follow us Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Modern Toy Fair. You can... We are on Twitch, so you can't check us out on Twitch. You can check Jarmar out on metal.tv/Jarmar Games. And Nate, what do you have for us this week?
Nothing. I got nothing.
All right then.
I got a deep, sexy voice and a bunch of mucus.
I mean,
you're
one slobber tab away from a good time. Hopefully we'll see you next week. Same Toy Time,
Slobber
same Toy
tab.
Fair
That's
channel.
a good name.
Thank you for watching.